Came back to do a talk with some prayer ministers about healing and changing the atmosphere. We're praying this morning before the service about changing the atmosphere. So I want to confirm with you, Pastor, that what man doesn't plan, God does. I was 37 years old. Went to a doctor for a checkup. I'd been getting weak and falling asleep all the time, and they couldn't find anything wrong with me. I was plenty healthy. I was working out several times a week, and I thought everything was fine in the natural. But I went into the doctor appointment, and when they got done, he walked into the room and said, "We'd like to check into the hospital. You have colon cancer." That's not a word you like to hear. And they wanted to operate right away. They put me in the hospital. I was there for 18 or 20 days. They told me I had 3C, which is not all that fun either. When we go down the scale, it's relatively serious. It spread to my lymph system and into my liver. But I always had a peace throughout all of it. It wasn't a peace that I had. It was a peace of our Heavenly Father. I'll never forget it. I went through surgery, radiation, chemo, not because I didn't have faith, but that was the path. The chemo doctor said, "We're going to hit you with everything we have. You're a young, healthy guy. We think you'll survive it, but we have to eradicate it because we don't know where all in your body the cancer is gone." I got so weak, I was down to where some of you would consider a reasonable weight.